Hello, class. This is Greg. This week I've decided to do more of a video presentation on what I have showed you and what we've learned last week, mainly a technique that is called hand coloring, or as some of you have mentioned, called hand spot coloring, rather. So again, to remind you, I'm going to go through a different image just to show you an example of how I like to do this. There are many different ways to do exactly the same thing. However, I'd like to show you the most non-destructive way that will allow you to get the best of the image. So we're going to open a photo. It's great to use photographs that have excellent colors in them, something that you can isolate, something that you can draw your eye attention to. Weddings is a great example because during weddings you have flowers, like in this case here, there are red color petals, and we will try to do the best that we can to isolate just the colors of the red roses and not the rest of the bride. Alright, so the first thing that we want to do after we open the image is we'd like to make a copy of this layer. If you draw your eyes to the right hand side, by hitting Control J, that will make a copy of a layer. The next thing we do is we're going to convert that layer to a black and white image that we've done. Just go to Image, Adjustments, Black and White. And as I showed you, I kind of like the green filter. It seems to work a little bit better and brings out the skin tones a little more. So we're going to say perfect. Here now we're going to add a layer mask. And layer mask is depicted by this white circle. Okay, so in order to get back the colors, you hit on the layer mask. So now we've selected this white area. We're going to bring the black color to the foreground, and we're simply going to use a brush. Let's zoom in so we can see things a bit better. And make the brush a little bit smaller. And as you can see, by simply going over the petal carefully, we isolate the colors. Okay, so we just did one petal. We can make the brush size a little bit smaller, go over another one. It is a very tedious technique, but the effect is fantastic. Oftentimes when I use this, I use the tablet with a pen because it allows me for more precise movements. But in your case, and for this particular tutorial, I'm using a mouse as you would, so I can reproduce the same effect that you can see. So we're going to go over the edges, just like that. Makes it easier to color. This is pretty. Looks like a little heart upside down. Make a brush size a little bigger now, and fill in the insides more. Okay. It's okay to go outside of the area. The reason I like to use the layer mask as opposed to just turning the color of the image black and white and then trying to recover the history is because you can fix problems. So let's see what we've gotten so far. This looks pretty good. I see there's some petals on the floor here. We could go over those as well. I'm not going to be extremely careful for the purpose of this video. I think there's one more right here under her armpit. Okay, so if you happen to make a mistake, it's really no big deal. So I'm just going to color accidentally here, and we return the skin color of the bride. All you simply do is go back and reverse or bring the white color forward, make the brush size bigger, and go over the areas that you've made a mistake on to fix it. That's it for today's tutorial. I hope you are having a great time trying these techniques out, and I will see you in class on Saturday. Obviously, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to email me or call me. Have a nice one. Bye-bye.